Fully conscious living is your destiny and it cannot be avoided. June 30, 2013. Humanity cannot avoid waking because eternal sleep is impossible. You can only dream when you are asleep, and the illusion is humanity's collective dream from which you are in the process of awakening. In fact, as must be apparent to you, sleeping is also an aspect of the illusion. In reality there is absolutely no need and no desire to sleep because in reality you are constantly vital, fully alive, and fully immersed in the wonder of God and His creation. Sleep is an aspect of the illusion that you added to it to enable you to experience periods when you experience nothing, and if you do not dream then you have no memories when you wake up. It really is a very strange concept, an imaginary death if you like. However, death is not your destiny. Fully conscious living is your destiny and it cannot be avoided. The death you appear to experience in the illusion, bodily death, is of course also illusory. Yes, in that case you do lay down your bodies for good, but that is most definitely not an end. It is a partial or full awakening, depending on whether you decide to have a further human incarnation or not. This decision, whichever one you make, is made with the help of your higher self and your guides who best know what your needs and requirements are, and it is always a most joyful decision, made with enormous enthusiasm. To choose life as a human, however many times you do it, is always a choice for love, a choice to learn, to teach, and to assist others who have also chosen a human life experience. And you always learn and grow spiritually from the experience no matter what kind of life you choose to lead. Remember, life in the illusion is unreal, a game, but you learn from games. Humans learn best by playing games, and your psychological studies have proven this by studies with children. Forced learning, as is often attempted in schools of every culture, is far less effective than learning through playing, and awareness of this is growing, leading to a more play-oriented curriculum in schools as this knowledge spreads. The military learned it a long time ago, hence war games. And do not forget that whatever your life environment, it is one that you chose for the lessons you wish to learn. No one is ever dumped unwillingly into an unfair or undeserved human life situation. Everything you experience is as a result of a free will choice that you have made, even if it seems impossible that you would, in your right mind, have ever made such a choice. While you are experiencing life in the illusion, the most satisfying and beneficial way to go about it, the best path to follow, for everyone concerned, is to respond lovingly, always, without exception, no matter how counterintuitive it may appear to be at the time. That is the main lesson for humanity, and many of you are teaching it by demonstrating it in your daily lives. And for that you are eternally honored. Attack and defense result in the meeting of counterparts, leading to waves of conflict, whereas love is as oil on troubled waters, calming and soothing. Eventually everyone will learn this. As you progress determinedly and purposefully homewards, the support and assistance that you are receiving is increasing because you are remembering to ask for it, again and again and again. You have to keep asking because if you do not, the limitations in which the illusion has enveloped you swamp you in forgetfulness and draw you into the petty arguments and disagreements going on around you, physically, or just in your minds, and distract you from your purpose. You know when you have been distracted because you find yourselves feeling that being loving is pointless when you are immersed, as it seems to you that you are, in a sea of unloving behaviors. You need help to hold to your faith and to take up the path of love once more, and so you ask, and you receive it, and your spirits are raised. And being loving once more, you discover that you are not alone, that there are others around who are also being loving. Love is never alone. You are constantly enveloped in the divine field of love because it is the infinite field in which God and all of His creation exists eternally. It is impossible to be alone because all are one in divine and harmonious wholeness. However, the illusory environment in which humans experience life is an imaginary state of separation from God, which was constructed purely to attempt to experience that unreal state. You have succeeded very well in convincing yourselves that the illusion is real and that you are all separate individuals competing with one another for the essential but limited resources that will ensure your well-being. And because you choose to see yourselves as separated from God, and therefore from each other, you do feel alone, even abandoned and at constant risk of annihilation. It is a frightening nightmare that you have chosen to experience, but it will not last and your awakening is divinely ensured. Whenever you feel down, alone, distressed, without hope, take time out alone and ask for help from those in the spiritual realms whose one aim is to help you to feel the love that envelops you. Then think, say or do something loving for yourself or for another, nothing conditional, just open your heart and intend to be love, which you are, and to share it without judgment or restriction. Doing that is incredibly freeing. And while doing it, intend to offer complete and utter forgiveness to anyone you believe has ever hurt or offended you, and this includes yourself. Many of you judge yourselves quite harshly and then look for someone whom you can judge as worse than you, to enable you to feel less bad about yourself. That is insane. You are perfect, divine beings lost in a nightmare that is coming to an end, and you are to uncover the truth and beauty of the perfection in which you were created for your eternal joy. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com